Hey everyone, this is MegamanNG, and today we're continuing with the Misadventures of Tron Bonne. And this playthrough is brought to you by the 100,000 Strong and the Dev Room, the development room basically. If you're not a serve bot, join today. In our last episode, we tackled the containers, which were pretty easy in the harbor, but now things are going to get a little harder for us. You'll see what I mean. And now we need to choose our mission. This is mission 2, the containers, but it's a puzzle which is level 2. And the reward is greater, which I like. Now then, before we begin our mission, let's choose our serve bot of choice. Besides, we're going to be needing a different serve bot for this one. Last episode we had number 31, and when we completed it, he gained a bazooka development, which will be useful later. Today, we will be doing number 34. Why? Because I think it would be pretty nice. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, enjoy.
Alright, this should be easier now that we've got the hang of it. It's important to know where to move the wooden containers. That's right! Another good trick is to jump over containers to get around them. That way it's easier to move the steel ones. Wow, you're really smart, Miss Tron. The Gustav tank jumps when the X button is pushed. Alright, let's get to work!
Alright, now we're at round 4, which means we got ourselves a lot of work to do. First things first, we need to move the steel block out of the way, so that way it can land here. Wait, what am I doing? There we go. Now that it's done, let's just get this flour container out of the way, and we're done. Only 3 left. Now then, we need to move this wooden container here, all the way down in the southwest, right here. If you know why, you'll see why we're doing it soon. Anyway, let's first take care of a little something that we need to do. Use your beacon bomb here and fire. You'll see what I mean. In case the first time, fire the second time. The beacon bomb only lasts a few seconds, and by the time it runs out, you won't be able to order your serve bot around, which can be a problem. Ah, crap. Did I get something? There you go. Now then, let's tackle the door right here. Why? You'll see what I mean. Anyway, let's watch the serve bot get inside. And wouldn't you guessed it? Money. We're going to need that money. Yeah. Now, what was it? There he is. Much better. Now we got that taken care of. Let's continue. Oh yeah, I forgot. You need to press the X button so that way you can move around and stuff. And there you go. Now with this out of the way, we can be able to move the rest of the containers easily with very little difficulty. Now only 2 containers left, but we need to also get ourselves a bonus. Coffee. Why coffee? I don't know. Maybe Tron needs the caffeine, I guess. Anyway, let's get the last 2 containers and complete our mission. But we gotta move quickly though, because the Gustav has a limit of 10. And after 10 movements, that's it. And with our last container, let's make this count. And we're done.
That's the last of the containers. You got them all. Congratulations. That's the last container. All right, let's go to the next dock. Okay.
Now then, we now do round 5, and round 5 is going to be a little challenging. We need to go all the way north up here, and head here. Now you notice, wooden block here, steel block up there. What do? Wait, that's not what you're supposed to do. There you go. Now then, we can be able to get this flour container with little difficulty. Yup, and use up all 10 sides too. Now then, our next step is to lift this wooden container that is right here and move southeast until you're 1 square short of the other wooden container, which is right here. So, there you go. Now then, with only 5 of these left, we need to time each of our moves carefully. Anyway, let's get here. No, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Let's drop it here and redo. Redo. Let's move up here. Let's see. What am I supposed to do again? Shoot. Looks like I got a problem on our hands. A very big problem. Yeah, I screwed up. I really did. So let's redo this chapter because I think I messed up. Let's restart. Now then, let's go all the way north until you're in the empty square, which is right here. Now then, you see a wooden container here and a steel container up there? Lift the steel container and drop it here. Now, you need to lift the wooden container that is right here and move southeast until 1 square short of the wooden container, which I believe is right here. So you're 1 square short. Now drop it. Now jump over to the far east side and lift the wooden container block in the flour container. Yeah, let me redo that because I think I sort of messed up. No, that's not what I'm supposed to do. You're supposed to do this here. So you're 1 square short. Now, you need to jump over it, and you need to lift this container here, and you have a bridge. Now you can be able to get the other containers with little to no effort. See that? Simple. Now we only need 3 left. So let's get the coffee container first. And that's it. Nice. With this bonus, it'll net us some really good money. Anyway, now that we got this out of the way, now we can focus on the last 3 containers. But first things first, fire a beacon bomb inside this warehouse. Once the serve bot goes through, you can be able to see what you can get inside. And once you get it, more stuff. Empty? Wait, let me try that again. I got nothing? That's a bummer. Anyway, let's move this container down here. Yup, made it. Only 2 left. Now then, we're straight across. Now we gotta go all the way up and use the beacon bomb to fire at this door. Yeah, we gotta wait a bit for it. Just fire a second beacon bomb at the first one, it doesn't work. Ah, we got nothing either? That's a disappointment. Hold on. Let me redirect. That way it's easier. Now then, let's get the last 2 containers and we can finish this mission here. Yep. Just 1 more and we're done. Oh, great. Just what I need. Anyway, let's get this done. There you go.
That's the last of the containers. You got them all. Congratulations. That's the last container. All right, let's go to the next dock. Okay.
And now this is the last one. But this one's going to be a little tougher. Now you're probably asking yourself, why is it this tough? Well, you've noticed how the layout is. Let's first get this flour container out of the way. Anyway, our next step is to jump over everything else until you're the back north of the flour container. Now then, you gotta lift the flour container on the north side and drop it. No, that's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to lift this here. There you go. You need to drop it here. Next up, you need to lift this here, and you're done. Water in the east. Wait, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Let's go back a bit. I'm supposed to drop it here, I think. Yeah, let's see. Move around here, lift the flour container on the side. Water in the east, step on the wooden container, just place in the lid and lift the steel container. Yeah, I screwed up. Let's redo this. Let's start again. As before, grab it here, and you're done. Yeah, I can mess up at times with stuff like this. It's really not easy. Now then, our next step is to lift this here and drop it off here. Once that's done, you move it here. Next step, and you lift it down here. Did I get it right? Ah, slag. I think I may need to go back. And then lift down and move south. Drop it into the water into the east. Once that's done, you just step this and lift the steel container to the east. Yeah, I think I screwed up. No, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Why am I asking for hints? No, let's just redo it. This will be the last time I'll redo this. I apologize, like I said. Besides, things are going to get a little harder for us. So next up, you need to jump on top of the steel container and move all the way up. Next up, you need to lift the flour container from the north side and drop it in the north. Which is basically right here. Drop it to the north. Also do it like here. Next, you need to lift the wooden container you just unblocked and move south. Drop it into the water in the east. Next, you need to lift the steel container and drop it off here. By doing this, you can be able to get the coffee container and drop it in the ship. Now we only need 3 containers left. Now we can do the same for the other 2 containers right here. And the best part about this, you don't have to move this one right here on the south end. Now we can be able to get the rest. Now we only need 1 more container. So before we do that, we need to go all the way across. Let's wait for our little surfbot friend to catch up. Besides, we need his help to recover what's in here. Anyway, make sure you fire a beacon bomb inside the warehouse. In case after a few seconds it dies down, fire a second time. You'll make sure that the surfbot rapidly falls into the warehouse and you'll be able to cover what's inside. Let's see what we got. Nothing? That's a disappointment. Anyway, let's check in here. Fire a beacon bomb inside this door here and check. And sadly, we got nothing, which is a disappointment. Alright. Now that we got that out of the way, let's take care of this here and we're done for the day. Simple job if I do say so myself.
That's the last of the containers! You got them all! Congratulations! That's the last of the containers, Miss Tron! We got them all! Okay, let's head back to the castle shaft! Yes, Miss Tron!
And now we have our post-mission briefing. And we got in 2,000 Zenny, not to mention all these containers right here, which nets us around an additional 210,000 Zenny. Not to mention we got ourselves a lunchbox. And now that his brain ratings are max, he gains armor development, which is why we are needed. And Tron's room's done. Pretty nice. And that's it. That's about it for my run on the Misadventures of Tron Bonne. I hope you really enjoyed this. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time when we continue. This is MegamanNG, and I'm signing off. Peace out. Oh, and don't forget, be a surfbot. Do it today.